I'm just gonna press that recording button because, like, this poor son of a bitch, this buddy of mine, Jake, he
Really?
let me go find the message because it's pretty great.
Did he not watch the magnum opus, which is DMC, the Devil May Cry 2 on your channel?
Oh fuck no! None of my friends watch my content. Just kidding. I think. I hope.
You think?
I don't know. It's fine. I understand. They deal with me enough in life as is, you know.
Yeah,
But just
it's a weird thing when like someone at my job had found my content somehow.
Oh.
That was interesting.
It's always like that's always one of those things. But his exact phrasing was he linked the status screen and said, "Let us never speak of this again." It's actually inconceivable how bad DMC2 is. Holy shit!
That's all.
And I will say again, it's kind of amazing that game turned out as decent as it was for fucking essentially 6 months of development.
I'm not gonna give it that kind of credit.
I will. I mean it because it functions like a game that's a 3D game like that functions after that little development time. There's a talent located there somewhere. So I'm just gonna dive right back into this, pretending like it hasn't been 3 weeks since we fucking recorded.
Has it only been 3 weeks?
It might have been 4, maybe 5 even.
You should.
Yo, July was a fuck show of a month. So what ended up happening? So my plan. And you know, I'll let the cutscene. I won't interrupt the cutscene with my plan yet. I mean, it's very important to watch. Oh yeah, I thought the game was jittering, and I was about to go, "What the fuck is wrong now?" And oh no, it's shaking.
This is as by design.
Ladies first, Virgil.
So Virgil's like, yeah, Dante's me. I have a twin brother, so I'm just gonna slick my hair back.
Yep, pretty much.
What are you talking about?
And look angry all the time.
Perhaps because she's your daughter. Did some pesky fatherly love get in your way?
That's none of your...
Oh,
I don't
okay.
appreciate you speaking to me like that,
To
Arkham.
further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife to become a devil as well. Knowing
I don't know how he stabbed him when he did like clearly a slash, but you know Virgil's pretty good with that
Yeah,
sword.
I'm not entirely sure how. Oh, all right, Sephiroth.
He's
you wanna chill
not
out with the stabbing
Dante.
part?
People die when they're impaled. Dante doesn't. You're mixing up people, Virgil. You gotta get your eyes checked. And there's level 10.
Both demon and human blood mingling.
They actually do some pretty cool ways to hide it. Like I think that might be one of my favorites.
Does he fall when he does a? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, come on. It's a katana. Of course he does.
I was waiting for it too. I was like, is he gonna fall when he does the chink thing?
Hey,
He fell.
do you notice that blood stain on the book floating? I'm not letting
know.
that. Listen,
I know.
I'm. It's not a knock, but I'm gonna point it out because it's funny. Okay, what the fuck? All right, yeah, that's right. Royal Guard was trucking along pretty good. What about Swordmaster? Fucking, it helps if I press the right button. Swordmaster's trucking along pretty good too. All right.
Yeah, but you only really have like one style up your sleeve, though.
I mean, I do bust out Swordmasters in battle occasionally. It's not my primary, but I really. Like, you know what? Hey, Reso, let's see if all that GG Strive has been gonna pay off at all.
Oh god.
No, like for real, Devil May Cry is how I started learning actually how to play fighting games because I started learning actual button press timing for combos. And then Guilty Gear just kind of took the wheel and just went for it. So like I absolutely
that took the wheel on most of our lives, sad to say.
I'm pretty I can't say I regret a single moment of getting into Guilty Gear. I've always wanted to get into fighting games and I could never do it. It was just
You gonna okay, so this is not his turn.
yeah, no, there is no turn for them.
There's no turn?
Nah.
Okay, fair enough. I respect that.
Oh, I was gonna try and block it, but I was a little too late. Their turns are very brief.
got perfect parries going on here. We have super sick combos.
I'm gonna get. I haven't even like really been playing character action games either.
I wanna see some super sweet sick combos.
You want some Quad S? I don't know if Quad S exists.
I mean, I don't think it exists. I think it's triple S. It's super sweet.
Super sexy smoking style, I think.
Ooh.
Or actually, I think it depends on the game.
Sounds like a barbecue sauce.
I think smoking sexy style might actually be 5s, but it's yeah, it's 5 because I can hear the smoking sexy style in like.
I kind of want that barbecue sauce.
It would be pretty dope. Oh. So here's where we learn I suck a fat nut with Nevin.
There's a way to combo with the guitar.
Sort of. That works.
Okay. See, you didn't suck that bad.
I had to use Swordmaster though, because I have no idea how to use Nevin like as guitar.
You weren't labbing it out over the last month or so, trying to figure out how to be proficient with every weapon.
I just don't like Nevin that much. It's cool and I respect it, but I could have dual swords.
You know what? That's fair.
I really am the guy that when everybody's like, oh no, not another sword character in Smash, I'm like, oh man, oh no, I can't believe they did that. Man, oh boo. I'm so upset. Oh man, look at those cool swings. Man, oh what great man, that sword design's real awesome. Oh, it's so sad. I like fucking swords, dude. I fucking love swords.
You really would be the contrarian to everyone's whining
when it comes to swords, absolutely. Well, actually, okay, no, there is one I will stand behind. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't know why people were so upset about Byleth. That is an interesting fucking character, and absolutely, yes, I know, another Fire Emblem character. But it's an interesting character. I blame more the other Fire Emblem characters for being lame. Byleth had a cool design and deserves to be in Smash. However, I will absolutely say I don't feel like there's a need for Ike or Roy or Marth or other Marth or other Marth. There's there are some valid complaints, but Byleth did nothing wrong.
No, Marth and Roy.
I'll give Marth and Roy, really, but
Marth and Roy I'll accept because they were in as early as Melee.
Yeah.
I'll let them slide. Ike.
I mean, he is a bit different because he's like great sword and uses. So I could also now Chrom and Lucina.
Chrom and Lucina don't need to be there. Robin was at least unique.
Actually, is Chrom? I can't remember. Is Chrom his own character? Yeah, Robin's a Byleth situation. Who is? Wait, is Lucina then the Echo Fighter, or does Marth just have 2 fucking Echo Fighters? Neither would surprise me.
I think Chrom is an Echo Fighter for Ike.
Oh, okay.
Because he's closer to Ike than anything else.
This room sucks a fat nut. I do hope that's being conveyed.
Oh my god, you are really.
Its just design is really awkward.
Wow,
Okay, now that. Oh no, I did bump into a fucking.
You are.
Here's how we're gonna do this. Okay, I would like to not be dead.
I don't think.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna take that L. Okay, let's reevaluate. Let's reapproach. Let's remind. Let's fucking rebirth by sleep. Let's
recom.
Let's reconnect. Devil May Cry.
Oh god.
I don't know what brought me. Oh, a customer was wearing a Heartless shirt today, and that's what has me have Kingdom Hearts on the mind.
I'm doing Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories on my channel, so I'm already.
There's that, you know, we even got the extra layer. Wait, wasn't that? Didn't that gate me off, or is this the area that gated me? This was the part that gated me, or not? Oh, I'm going. Am I going back? Where am I going? Am I going back? Oh, I think I understand now. The entrance is not what locked; it was the exit that locked. I could have been fighting in this room this whole time. I thought I was stuck in a small little corridor.
You know what? You're kind of like a Potemkin player in some ways. You just like to work hard, don't you? You just like to work hard. Maybe occasionally get a command grab.
I mean, I don't need a command grab. It's just a regular grab's enough. Oh, you fuck done. See, block a shotgun. Okay, everybody, come out here or I'm just gonna snipe. I guess we're just gonna snipe.
Look, guys, I don't have to play fair. I just choose to play fair. Don't
Like, playing fair is more fun in this game. Like, I'd rather have a good throwdown. But if you all don't want to fucking have a throwdown, I'll just shoot you with a goddamn rifle. Like, I'm not picky. I just want to be out of this fucking room.
I will make this very unfun for you.
All right, let's just do some DT shots. I think that does something. What about Gunslinger? I don't know if this.
I'm actually somehow more upset that like Dante, this half demon, half angel hybrid, you can turn into what I can only imagine to be a common rider character on command. Decides that one of his good uses for his common rider transformation is whipping out a gun.
I mean, he soups up the gun. All right, I'm able to get.
And no, I don't have any shame in calling him a common rider character. I've watched enough Common Rider. I'm pretty sure that's still valid. Nick, I need you to realize. Nick, look, I know you're good at video games. I see that you're playing Doom on your channel. You are a professional.
There you go. I am playing Doom. We're playing Doom right now.
Right, exactly. So be the professional.
Rip and tear until it is done. I could block the time. Up.
Can you imagine if Dante brought that kind of just over-the-top angry energy to his video games?
I don't know if this is doing something, but it's making me have,
It's building meter. That's for sure. Look, I'm gonna need you to burst right quick.
Okay. I might actually have to dabble in something. So there is a mod for Devil May Cry 5, and it's called Devil May Cry Strive. And yes, it does add Roman canceling to Devil May Cry. How did you know?
Oh my god, I was only joking. I am so upset with you right now.
Hitchhiker, the madman who also literally went and implemented the maximum amount of enemies per stage to make the game before the game would crash. Did also a mod that turned essentially Devil May Cry into Strive. So I should explain that a little bit deeper. So there is a mode in Devil May Cry 4 called Legendary Dark Knights, and that mode is exclusive to PC because it is the frame killer. It is maximum amount of enemies possible all the time. It is meant to be just like essentially playing a Dynasty Warriors game in Devil May Cry. So I don't know if you remember when Devil May Cry 5 came out on the PS5, but there was, they added Virgil in that port. They also added Legendary Dark Knight.
Oh.
However, the PC version did not receive that content. We got Virgil, we did not get Legendary Dark Knight. Hitchhiker, being a man of apparently enough pettiness to put in some fucking hours, went and literally just figured out the maximum amount of enemies he could add to a stage and made his own Legendary Dark Knights mod. And it turns out when when the PS5 version finally came out, which was after he finished his mod. Oops.
Nick, look. I'm gonna need you.
Is this even where I'm supposed to go? I think it is. I'm gonna go through. You know what?
Oh God.
I'm having a moment. I'm gonna keep going forward, but I'm just having a moment of like, fuck, am I going the
Going
wrong
forward
way?
or going back?
Thank you. That cutscene did not play last time, right? I think I bugged the room out too. Anyways.
You weren't making a lot of progress. You were just getting stopped by enemies. So this guy was the definition of putting in that work.
Yes. And
it was like, well, if you won't do it, I will.
Yep. Also, I should also mention a lot of the work he does, though, it is a collaborative effort. He never would want to, like, he's typically a person who doesn't seem to want to take sole credit for stuff, so fair enough. He was also involved in the PvP mod that also adds online co-op to Devil May Cry 5, because the foundation, the back end exists. There is, I don't know if you know about Devil May Cry 5's online shit, but you can see other players doing stuff if they're playing the level at the same time as you are.
Okay.
It's
so
pretty cool. There's some continuity. And they just routed it in to actually be just you guys go into the stage and play through the stage.
See, I'm down with that.
It's fun.
I'm down with people doing cool shit like that.
If I recall, he was involved in that part. Also, oh right, so the PlayStation 5 version releases, right?
Yeah.
Enemy layout's almost identical to his because Capcom had literally, that's just what had to be done. There was a finite amount of enemies the game could take before it crashed, and it turns out he just happened to pretty much find it in one. So I think happy end, we actually nailed it, so we essentially got like the mode unofficially.
I will give Capcom a little bit of credit. They do seem like they're a little bit more open to like.
They haven't shut him down yet. That's been very happy.
I'll give them credit where credit's due. They haven't like. If this was like Nintendo, they would have shut him down immediately. And to be fair, I don't necessarily consistently blame Nintendo on certain things.
Sometimes
I'm like, all right, Nintendo, that's a little over the top, a little much, kind of unnecessary. But then there's sometimes where I'm like,
I understand.
I get it. Like there was I think it was one of the Evos that they wouldn't let happen, one of the tournaments for Smash they wouldn't let happen because they were using a modded version of Smash
the Melee
that had rollback.
That's
like
a
slippy
complicated subject.
Yeah,
it's like
in that case I'm like,
that's not
like on one hand I get you don't want any affiliation with anything that isn't created by you. So on that hand, I'm like, okay. On the other hand,
they could have just not sponsored the tournament instead of shutting it down. Then, if that was
shutting
the
down
issue.
shutting down the tournament is like that level of like extra that's so unnecessary.
Yeah, and
shutting down the tournament is like that crazy ex-girlfriend level of extra. Like you break up with her, you think your life's back to normal, you leave work on a Tuesday, and now you're tired.
God damn it.
You know, that extra level of just, like, girl, could you just act normal? Please? Just a little bit? Tiny bit? And it's not to say that, like, I will always say that Nintendo is, like, in the right, because obviously they're fucking not. But in that particular case, I was like, My whole thing is that like I don't understand the logic necessarily. People are like, well, it's a franchise Nintendo cares about. I'm like, yeah, but Nintendo hasn't given a shit about Melee.
Yeah, that. If
like,
it was like fucking with Ultimate to make the netcode good, which believe me, I really would love if people fucking did. I could understand maybe being like, no. I would disagree. I would be like, all right, I guess you really don't want your game being played at tournament. God, I knew it. I fucking.
What happened?
And the worst part is,
what happened?
I totally have been going the wrong way this whole time.
Oh.
So
wait, it dropped you in front of the door you needed to go to?
No, it
No,
I just didn't need. I literally just. I didn't need to go into this area at all.
Oh.
It's bad enough I'm gonna actually restart the mission.
Wow.
Hey everybody, welcome to the next part of the Devil May
okay.
Cry Let's Play. I'm not cutting any of it just because it was all good content. That's really the worst thing. There was a lot of good conversation. I almost feel like I should just black the screen out
Oh god.
and just
He's like,
have it be or just lay some footage of a different game instead. That would actually be really funny.
You would have never made it on the LP forum.
Fuck no! No, I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have wanted to either. Shit's awful.
Well, I mean, that was the forum, right? Something awful.
Yeah.
Hope you have your $5 entrance fee, bitch.
I did eventually get that, but that was for the Game Center CX sub fucking forum.
I mean, fair enough. But yeah, like on some hands, I'm just like, all right, Nintendo, fair enough. And on other hands, I'm just like,
I forgot to
hey,
grab
here's
the
the thing.
Did I forget to grab the
Here's the thing, man. I don't understand like Japanese devs just like only just now catching on to like rollback. Like to me, that just seems absurd. I kind of get it because it's Japan and a lot of these developers are usually like, well, our audience in Japan matters more, so we'll listen to them first. And then they don't. Because you would think they would listen to a tournament crowd when like Japanese players go to Evo and they get shit stomped by American players because we actually play against each other and they're stuck. We might actually play against people from other places.
Yeah, like our pool isn't just one nation. Like we typically try to deal with online play if we can.
Yeah,
it lets us get a much larger pool of player style than just playing your local group and traveling.
Yeah.
But then again, they're also able to play a lot wider of a group just because public transit's fucking functional in Japan.
You mean it exists?
Yeah. And I mean, I would say it a little more than exists in their particular case. But in the comparison, yeah, no, it actually fucking exists at all.
Okay, great story about public transit and just how fucked it is where I live.
I'm afraid.
So, all right, you're going to love this story because I swear on my life, I'm not making up this bit of context for this story. So near where years ago, I used to live in a place called Beaver Creek. It was like a middle upper-ish class part of town, right? Really nice part of town. Right, you have the strip, you got the mall section of the town, you got this huge strip of commerce and shopping plazas and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Really nice. Here's the thing. For as long as I knew, for the 4 or 5 years I lived in Beaver Creek, there was no bus stop that led to that portion of town. You could get a bus stop to about 2 miles from the mall area, but not there. Come to find out, a very large amount of Beaver Creek citizens have been protesting ever having a bus stop there because they did not want,
No.
Okay, in their defense, they never stayed the minority, but they did not want the kind of people who would be coming, who'd be taking public transit, coming to their mall.
It's just a very awkward, it's the implication.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, the implication of what you mean. And of course, oh, you really were just working hard for no damn reason for the last
No.
30 minutes.
I did this part, but what I get over here is an orb that I have to use. So those doors, like that place you see, those I can spin them around and it leads me to different areas. This is the power source to make that happen. For some reason, I thought going through that door led me to the place where I stick the power cord to be able to do that, but I was wrong. I was super wrong. There is a method to my madness. The madness was wrong.
The madness was incorrect. I will say though, I genuinely believe at some point Nintendo has to at some point just be like, hey, well then again, Nintendo doesn't view fucking Smash as a fighting game, so I guess they probably never would be like, it should have rollback.
It should have rollback even as a party game because it just will play better. Like it has nothing to do with competitiveness. It's just make the online function so I can have party fun times with my friends from farther distance. Because I don't fucking like playing Smash seriously. I think it's duller than dirt. But fuck, let me play with my friends. I really don't get the appeal of competitive
I'm
Smash.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. Ultimate didn't hit for me.
I
It was
had
fun
fun.
for a bit, but it didn't. I think a lot of it is I don't have the group of local friends I used to have. They're all gone.
I wonder what would fix that issue.
Yeah.
How do you?
They've all.
Oh, man.
They've all dried up. They all have families now and are too adult for the video games.
I wonder what kind of thing that exists to allow people who aren't able to spend as much time in person spend time together.
You would think. You would think.
I wonder if
would think,
superior
but-
netcode might solve this problem. Oh yeah, I forgot to go through that sword already.
Especially since Nintendo is having us pay to use their online service. And this is a first-party game. You would think they would at least take that into consideration. I know those two things aren't inherently connected, but I am going to say, Nintendo, as sparse as your online offerings are,
Interesting. Why did I never do that before?
I feel like you should have at least taken some consideration to maybe making your online offerings actually worth people's money.
It'd be nice.
It'd be great. I dig it. Don't get me wrong. The cloud saves are imperative for me to do what I do as it is, because I have to be able to take my saves from my home Switch with me on my light. Without the cloud saves, I would not be functional, because I am not playing the baseline Switch portably. Fuck you.
The light is real comfortable in the hands. Like, now that I've had time on a light and time on a base, like, in terms of holding it as a handheld, the light's way more comfortable, hands down.
Yeah.
It's it's got a better weight. It's got, the D-pad. That's
D-pad.
huge.
An actual D-pad? Like a genuine, true, blue fucking D-pad that functions?
The, and just general, like, the buttons are all the right size. It's
yeah, because
not...
they made that in mind, and they didn't have to make it in mind for it to be a standalone controller by itself. It was made... There's no... Look, I understand the symmetry Nintendo was going for, but, you know, your shit should still function independently beyond just the symmetry aspect of these Joy-Cons also have to be independent controllers of their own, I would say, merit, but let's be honest with you.
I have never once used that and been happy I've done that.
Yeah, no one does that because it's not fun, it's not comfortable. I'm far more likely to just bring my own Pro-Con and do that.
What I didn't expect is how comfortable it would be to have just the split Joy-Cons just chill in my arms, like, on a rest. I don't hate the concept of split controllers, but it didn't need a console to be centered around it. Like, I could be a weird niche controller. But also, though, I do like the Joy-Con conceptually, too, because it does give some interesting options. Like, I always think Aria Revelations 2 is an example. So, you know that little IR port on the bottom, or IR scan lens on the bottom of the fucking Joy-Con, right? Specifically the left one? Or right one? Right one. Well,
one of the two.
In Revelations 2, you can set it to a mode where to reload the gun, you slap it against your palm like you're reloading a handgun. And it works.
I mean, that's cool. That's cool, like the first time.
I had fun doing an entire playthrough of the game like that. But the catch is that didn't need to have the entire console around that theme.
Oh my god.
Yes, by the way.
Oh, he really is just a child, isn't he?
Yep.
Oh my. Okay, but when did he learn to do this?
I mean, he must have studied in some, he must have learned from, some pretty stellar blitzball players.
No, we're not doing that, Nick. Nick,
Brother.
No, we're not doing that. Nick, no. I refuse.
Brother. I'll bet.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you even.
We should play through Final Fantasy X.
It's already, like, I'm going to at some point in my life, all right, on this ridiculous... Hey,
we're... Oh.
Well, that was quick.
She's fucking fast.
Yeah, not gonna lie. Yeah, why is Dante even worried about this chick?
Kill him.
Guns don't hurt him either.
He's not.
So what? What if?
He's just dodging him because, I mean, I'm sure it hurts.
Ooh, I love a fast woman.
He was obsessed with becoming the devil. So much he killed his own wife. For that he butchered innocent people too.
His ears must hurt really bad.
Oh my god, he's not taking.
I fucking love him so much. Like, can you get why DMC Devil May Cry was upsetting?
He is just not taking this seriously at all. None of this matters to him.
He's only shooting to
Okay.
block bullets.
To top it off, that filthy scum.
And hey, you just saw where,
Well,
I think
we
that's
have
where
something
11
in
is,
common.
actually.
I have a dysfunctional family too.
Oh my
And what would
goodness.
you know about family?
Emily,
You're a
Emily.
demon. This is my father. My family. This was all supposed to end by my hand.
Aren't you gonna shoot? Well, that's a switch.
Just go. I don't care anymore.
Poor lady. She's tired.
He's like, well, fucking see ya.
Family, huh?
Family. So, let's see how long it took me to beat the stage. We wasted approximately 23 minutes.
Oh,